You guys know how I do with scary games, right? That's beautiful, but also horrifying. No!
Hello there.
Ah! Ah!
The face.
Okay, officially, I can finally say it. I have become an official GamerSupps partner. Hooray! That's so awesome. Isn't like I'm so excited to be working with them, you guys. They've been awesome so far. I do have my referral links, gamersupps.gg/kinkimation, but you can also use code kinkimation to get 10% off at checkout. And yes, for those of you guys wondering, like, oh my god, is Lily gonna get a waifu cup? Not yet. But if you guys are good things and you help me boost sales using my referral link or my code, we can talk about it. They're open to working with me to design something, but we gotta get them numbers. We gotta get them numbers things. If you want artwork of me, like physical merch made by me, then yeah, let's get to it. I've been drinking them for a few weeks. They're absolutely delicious. They do not give me headaches, which is a big thing with other energy drinks that I suffered with. If you guys go into my About page over here on Twitch, there is a direct link to my referral link if you guys want to get your refills from there. And if you've never tried GamerSupps before, what are you doing? It's fucking delicious. There's so many flavors. There's so many things you can try. They even have caffeine free if you want to like have just a yummy little drink that's sugar free, by the way. These have no calories. And right now, I think that they've just added the sleep aid ones. There's a few flavors that actually help you sleep. So use my code kinkimation. Go. Do it. Yeah, so they dropped the new Silent Hill F trailer and I want to watch it and talk about it with you guys because if you guys know anything about Japan, they do horror well. It's 3 minutes. How bad can it be in 3 minutes? How bad can it be? That looks, yeah? F is for frightening. F is for femoid. The worst part is that I'm probably gonna want to play this. Oh god. I don't know who wrote this, but I'm afraid. Ooh! Oh no, no, absolutely not. No. No. Chat, did you see that neck snap? Lily, you've done that. Yeah, but I'm a shapeshifter. Humans aren't supposed to do that. Okay, we can do this, chat. We can do this. Could we like not? Oh, no, do not move like that. No, get away from that. Get away from there. Oh, do we get to play as a female MC? Oh, red spider lilies. That means death. Have fun.
Gotcha. Scared you.
No.
Scared you.
No. That was horrifying. Why are we like this? Like, why are we doing this? Like, did you guys see like that fucking spooky jump scare frame? Like, see that? No, I'm gonna cry. I'm calling in Obend. At least let me like fucking death grip your arm. I can't wait to see the story for this because it's probably very, very good. Like, this is probably so well written, but horrifying. That's beautiful, but also horrific. Oh, dude. Ooh, did you guys see the face in the back? Oh no, I hate it here. Is she like standing on like fucking sharpened shin bones? That is horrific. Ugh. Dude, no, like the composition of the shot alone is both eerily beautiful and absolutely horrifying. I hate it here. I can't wait. I hate this. I'm gonna have to play this because it looks absolutely beautiful and it's probably gonna be so well written, but I'm going to die. Hinako, there's. Oh my god, that's awful. Red fog. Red fog. Oh, that is awful. Ew. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be great. She's like super infected by that shit. Oh my god, I hate it here. Oh, I feel so bad for her. I'm so excited, but like, oh no. Like, this is using all the great elements of Japanese horror to tremendous effect. This is a trailer, and I am spooked, and I'm probably gonna have to play this because it looks like it's very, very well written, and I'm going to cry. Please no spooky. Oh! Oh god! No!
Remember,
That dude, do not fucking peel off people's faces. I learned not to do that
This
because
looks
apparently it
beautiful,
freaks
the horror
humans
that
out.
jumps
It's definitely into. I remember the OG trailer that some chick's face fell off also, and it was like,
The same guy who wrote Higurashi and Yumineko wrote the story for this.
Oh wait, the Umineko writer wrote this? It's gonna be a really good story then. Like, I hear really good things about Umineko writing-wise and music-wise. I like this. For me, this is a breath of fresh air for Silent Hill. I know that the franchise is traditionally, like, very, very Western, but for me, this feels horrific in the best way possible. I am salty about Silent Hills 2, about, like, you know, the PT thing, whatever, but at the same time, I think it's completely fine to praise a game if it's good, and so far this looks very promising. Very, very promising. The imagery in this is just so hauntingly beautiful that I am very tempted to play it despite the fact that I am a pussy. I don't like spooky, scary games, but the premise of this one, from what I've seen so far, yeah, I kind of want it. But it's really funny though, because like, I knew that this came out, right? The warning for the wishlist on Steam, it's pretty up there. Like, they actually did say that this game is gonna be pretty hardcore, which, you know, makes sense. Hopefully it's gonna be streamable. But I love this because it has like all those things that make Japanese horror good, like the spiritualism, the mysticism, the symbolism, the like the fucking really creepy creature designs but that are also humanoid enough to scare the shit out of you, the red spider lilies, the like really like the temples and hallways, and just a lot of use of red. That red is a color that, like, in Japan it means quite a few things. It's very important, but it's a color of life. But like, if you see stuff that's like white, someone with like pure white skin in Japan, it's a fucking ghost. That's why geisha, those performers, have red eyeshadow, red lipstick, red eyebrows, because it's meant to be for good luck, because if you just paint your face white in Japan, it means that you're dead. So to see like the trailer go from like normal colors to just like white and gray to like very heavily red means that like there's gonna be a lot of pretty intense symbolism of life and death in this game, which I think is pretty normal for the Silent Hill franchise. The main thing that I know about Silent Hill is that fog is ever present, and it's here now. I'm gonna fucking that's horrifying.
The
It's
reason
so
I
scary.
personally am not super stocked on this game is that Silent Hill to me has always been Japanese horror set in an American small town. A place you know shit happens, but kept mostly secret cause everyone knows everyone.
No, let me disagree with you for a second. If there is a place to make a Silent Hill game and have it fucking work like a goddamn dream, it's Japan. Do you guys know the amount of ghost stories that fucking country has? And good ones? The amount of small towns where nothing happens? Japan is the place, alright? Japan has a history that's so intertwined with spirituality and horror that I think it would be a disservice to not make a Silent Hill game in Japan at least once. I have high hopes for this game. Even though I am a fucking pussy, I would still play it just for the aesthetics. I think that, like, just being like, well, Silent Hill's supposed to be Western, you're closing yourself off to so many possibilities because you want to stick to the old. No, we need new stuff. Like, tell me that isn't absolutely horrific. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Red spider lilies mean death, by the way.
My biggest counter-argument is that the Silent Hill series has relied on the imagery of the early games for far too long. So it taking a completely different direction is a good sign.
It's a great sign.
PT was likely going to do the same. But this captures the spirit of the series perfectly while using a different aesthetic. Even more fun, it's set in the 60s.
So, from what little I know about this game, because I didn't want to watch the trailer because I didn't want to spoil myself, if you go into the Steam wishlist page, there is actually a warning for the game, because apparently it's going to be hardcore. And it says, this game may contain content not appropriate for all ages, or may not be appropriate for viewers at work. So, not safe for work themes here, obviously. And the game itself, apparently, it says it's set in Japan in the 1960s, and everything that, like, happened there was, like, a product of its time. It has nothing to do with the devs. So basically, they're gonna dive into uncomfortable territory here, which I think is more than fair, and in horror, it
Another
should be
reason I was
expected.
upset about PT's cancellation. No Norman Reedus. Also, a Silent Hill game in Japan is an idea I never thought of, but it is genius.
I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great.
Counter-argument, modern Konami.
Counter argument, we should not punish devs if they make good games. Just because Konami has a history, which I know of and I get, doesn't mean that we should be pessimistic about this. I definitely feel like we should keep our heads up when it comes to this one. So far, this looks really, really solid, I think. I say we should be cautiously, should be optimistic, cautiously optimistic. But like, tell me that doesn't look fucking phenomenal, though. That is a brilliantly composed image. It's horrific. Good horror, just like any good art form, relies on basically on making you feel something and making you feel something intensely. For me, so long as Konami slaps their logo in there and gives it to a competent dev, I am happy. Yeah, Capcom was in the corner for a while, and now look, they're doing great. So I think we should have faith. I think we should, because this looks phenomenal so far, and it's going to be horrifying.
Silent devs made Forbidden Siren, which had stuff like second-person camera chase scenes.
I won't touch any Silent Hill game with a 10-foot pole, but even I can tell this game will be good.
Thanks so much for the super chat. I might have to touch it because I am a streamer, and I also really like Japanese horror, but like, it's very like environmentally spooky scary. It doesn't rely on jump scares or physiological reactions. It's usually just building up a sense of dread, which I think that is something that the Silent Hill games have generally been very good at. So far, this trailer has done a pretty good job at like building up a tension, and I want to see what happens. I want to see what the deal is. I want to see how we ended up like this, you know? But from what I could read in that Steam warning, it's going to deal with bullying, with some really hardcore stuff. Not safe for work themes as well. It's going to be hard to play, but I think that good horror should make you uncomfortable. I do. I think I actually might make this a little YouTube segment. So like, comment, subscribe. Are you guys excited? Are you willing to ignore the Konami logo up there in the corner so you can actually play the game too? Do you want to play it? What do you think about the change to the Silent Hill franchise? I personally think that it's a breath of fresh air, but I want to hear your thoughts. So, have you guys heard the rumor that the new GTA is going to cost like $100? Keep in mind, rumor, like, none of this is official, but, like, I want to pick chat's brains about this. I really hope it's not true. That would set a horrific precedent. Like, what do you guys think? Oh, the fuck? Yeah, there's been rumors flying around because some Swedish retailer accidentally leaked the price, which is, like, $112, like, once you do the conversion for currency. And, like, analysts have been speculating that games are gonna go up in price in, like, the next few years. And I'm just sitting here like, oh god, please no. Games are already massively expensive. I don't want to spend $100 on a video game, because if one company does it, everyone is going to start doing it. There's way too many rumors going around. I would rather wait for more concrete information. Like, me too, but like, it kind of sets a horrifying precedent that, like, if one company, just one, it only takes one dipshit to break the gentleman's agreement and price their game at $100, other companies are gonna start doing it. Like, that's how we started, like, the DLCs, the horse armor, right? And then it just became, like, a whole fucking snowball. I personally think that if games start costing triple digits, it's gonna become a service issue, and that's not a good thing for the gaming industry, because a lot more people are going to sail the high seas, which is not good. See, I already think that a game costing $70 is a bit expensive. Like, I understand that games take a really long time to make, and they're not cheap to make, but, like, you can make games way cheaper that are still just as good. Look at Metaphor. You don't need to make that $100 million productions, you know? I'm already into physical miniatures. I can't have fucking Warhammer become my cheap hobby. I don't want my favorite thing in the world to do after a long day, which is playing a game and streaming with my things, to become astronomically expensive. Like, we do have some articles we can visit about the speculation, about the rumors, because, like, it genuinely is interesting to think and horrifying that these games could end up costing $100 or $80 in the future. Let me tell you this, Suits, if you start pricing your games at 100 American doll hairs, people are gonna stop fucking buying AAA. And I know that some people might be like, well, some people like to spend money on, like, gachas or skins for games. It's not the same, and they're both bad. This rumor started because of this, because the Swiss retailer listed GTA 6 pre-orders for more than $100. No word from Rockstar yet. Like, Rockstar hasn't, like, addressed these alleged prices yet, and I hope that they do, and they're like, no, it's gonna cost $70, because, like, otherwise it's gonna be a shit show. Break the arbitrary $70 price tag. That's what the fucking villains sound like in Sonny's Disney movies. Like, have you guys ever seen, like, the FIFA conference room? Wave, I am asking you to put, like, the most ridiculously cartoonish, evil representations of fucking video game CEOs in here, please. I can only imagine the Suits sitting in this room, fucking twiddling their thumbs and going, yes, $100, we're gonna make so much money, while the rest of us gamers are like, mama, I'm gonna buy
If they go with $100, it will cause another gaming market crash. Most games these days aren't even worth the $60 or $70 they ask for.
I completely agree. I think only very few games are worth $70. Like, you need to have a shit ton of content, not just, like, out in hours, but, like, stuff to do. Yeah, like, actually, Undertale is on sale right now, and a lot of indie games have actually very reasonable prices. Like, how much was Hades? Most really, really good indie games are not $70. This is my new favorite image. games in 2003 versus the 2023 remake. I personally don't think that game should cost $100. That is ridiculous. I am a GameCube baby who grew up with games that cost like $40 at most and had a great time with that. And as someone who can, and like most people, can only spend so much money a year on fucking video games. And if I had to choose, I'm probably not going to go AAA. I'm probably going to start playing more indies because A, they're usually they usually have a lot more creative fucking integrity and they're very, very fun. And B, they're not that expensive. So yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 sets gaming biggest ever launch even at $400 plus. I really hope it stays at $400 personally. The tariffs are going to fuck Americans over big time. I'm sorry guys. But I personally think that $400 is as high as I would go for Switch 2. Because I don't know what the specs for it are. I don't know if it's gonna be more powerful than the OG Switch. For all I know, it's a shinier potato that's gonna make my fucking Pokemon game explode. Hell. So I think that while I probably will get a Switch 2, more than $400 might be too much, but what do you guys think? Scalpers are gonna dry up the market too. I think that part of the thing that Nintendo's doing right now is making sure that they have enough units to avoid that. I think this article talked about it a little bit, that like they're already producing. I personally think that Nintendo should be smart about this. If anybody should have learned from what happened with the PS5, it's Nintendo. Scalpers fucking bought those up like nobody's business. I think Nintendo's going to be smart about the scalping because they've seen it in like the Pokemon trading card game too. And so I think they're gonna make a lot of units. It's better to have units left over than to have scalpers fucking take them because that's gonna make things very difficult for everybody. You guys in the YouTube comments, before you fight your demons, I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that game should cost $100 or would you buy the Switch if it costs more than $400? I personally will stick to $400, but you know what? Let me know. I like to hear your thoughts. And that was a little baby section of Lily rants about gaming because I've been hearing these things and I like to pick my chat's brains about it. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, go buy some gamer subs, use my code. And yeah,